Okay, hello, my name's Demonscar, and this is a support Zyra game that I'm uploading. I'm in a trio queue, if I remember correctly, with the Nocturne and the Draven that I'm with. Now, I still haven't played very many Zyra supports, so it's not going to be an amazing game, but we'll have a look and see what happens. I start with 5 wards, typically, on a support, and here's my first mistake. I face-checked that bush, and I shouldn't have face-checked that bush. I hit my passive here, but Draven barriers it, so... But luckily enough, we did get him low enough for our Draven to get the kill, which is really good. I go back, but I don't buy anything when I'm back, because I wouldn't really stay in lane long enough to get any gold. See, now our Draven's got 2 levels on me, which is good. Try to get some early poke onto the turret. And I E the Draven, throw out a Q as well, but that aggroes the turret, so possibly not the best thing to do. Here again, I get grabbed. I'm always in the wrong place as Zyra. I think I need to work on my lane presence a bit more, I'd say. Go back, still don't buy anything, save up for a sightstone, as is the common first item for many supports. There I do my EQ combo again, just trying to keep the Draven at bay, but of course I can't really do that. He's got a level on me and 2 kills, I think, at this point. Yep, the Blitzcrank comes in. I think he's just trying to zone us though, because he didn't actually try and hook, and he must have known that I could see him, so... Not sure, but our Nocturne's coming in for a gank to try and get into place. I throw down Exhaust on the Blitzcrank. Possibly should have chosen the Draven, but the Blitzcrank was the one being chased, so that's why I chose to do the Exhaust on the Blitzcrank instead. Just trying to keep the lane pushed so that the enemy Draven misses farm from under the turret. I use my plants to scout out the bushes, which is something you should always do as Zyra support. And right there, when we saw the Draven, that was really good. Our mid laner is doing really well as well, which is good. Again, I was out of position. I missed my passive there as well, which was bad. But this time when I back up by a sightstone, a pink ward and a couple of health pots, which is a typical first back for me, when I haven't been being killed so many times really early on. Use my plants again to scout out the bush before I walk into it, learning from my mistake right at the beginning. Where, to be fair, I hate laning against Blitzcrank. I do. I can't stand it. And they haven't been warding very much, which is good news for us, because it means our jungler has an easier time of it. And it allowed us, me warding that bush there, allowed us to see the Blitzcrank come in. I throw out Strangle Thorns to try and disengage, which works. And our Nocturne comes in for another gank. Unfortunately, I've used almost everything, but luckily we do get the kill onto the Blitzcrank. And I stick with the Draven just in case he wanted to go in on the other Draven. It's really confusing having 2 Dravens. Getting some early hits on the tower again. I say early, it's not really early at this point. But I stick around. I realise Blitz is back and I decide to go, because one more hop from Blitz and that would be another death for me, which wouldn't be good. I go back. And I think I start building towards a Cagezuki pick at this point, and I buy a couple more pink wards as well, because you always need wards. Wards save lives. Again, our Nocturne's waiting around here after just clearing out his double golems, which is good, but just the enemy Draven. Unfortunately, we didn't see them take Dragon earlier on, but despite the fact that I had the pink, I think my pink ran out just before they started doing it, after they pushed me out of lane. Here we see our jungler being attacked in his own jungle, and we go up to help, which is really good. I DC for a little bit here, but I don't even have time to make it back to the base. It was odd I was having no computer troubles at all, but hey ho, when your team can carry on without you, it's really good. Here I stick around a bit too long, but my passive there really helps to do some damage. Unfortunately, the Blitzcrank killed our Draven, but our Draven at the moment is 4 for 1, which is significantly better than their Draven, who's 3 for 3 at the minute. Now here, it's really odd, but they've lost one tower in mid, and I thought it was really odd that they decided to surrender at this point. But then I looked at their mid lane, who had 9 deaths and no kills, so I think that's probably one of the main reasons that they surrendered. But yeah, that was my first go at Zyra. Let me know what you think in the comments below.